Leos, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. Leos, you ever just feel like enough is enough? You know, like you cannot pigeonhole me in your fractured idea. And quite frankly, fuck you for even doing that in the first place. But I can't, like, it's getting in my way. You know, I just feel like I've outgrown that. That's not who I am anymore. There's something that I want to do, and it's step into the brilliance of who I am. You know, and like, you don't get to like when you hear out loud how terrible someone really is, you're like, oh my God, really? You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I feel like if somebody's just like saying shit against you and you're like, that's it, huh? That's the end of the argument right there. It's pretty short, pretty simple, pretty unnecessary. There's just so much life and enjoyment and like drive and passion in this set of cards here. Like, I feel like that destroyer goes from being a destroyer to being like a free, you know, you're like, I'm free. I'm free. Okay. Yes. I mean, that ties into our last read, kind of like that release of the old self. The Six of Pentacles, Temperance, the Ten of Cups, and the Empress. But again, it's just like this, like, I'm free. It's time. It's time for me to stand in my power. It's time for me to stand in my, I mean, Leo's like, we are the heart space. You know what I mean? Like, we just love and we get excited when we see our friends and when we see our family and we see the people. We're like, oh my God, so much happiness and joy in my heart. You know what I mean? And I feel like we can do that. It's almost like somebody was like, you don't have permission to love. You don't have permission to stand in your light. You know, like, you have to stay here in this fractured image that I've created of you. And yeah, sure, maybe you did take some parts of me that were very real, but when you take those parts of me that were very real and you stick them in the context of a story that's very small, ooh, that story just doesn't seem to fit quite right anymore, does it? That's gone. That's done. Let's not speak of it anymore. Okay, Leos. Eight of Swords. The King of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Well, I mean, this is a decision, like a decision to move into action. And I think that there's like part of what it is that you're ending, because when you have people in your life who are trying to control you in any way, shape, or form, and this plays out in like so many different ways, so many different levels, with so many different like scenarios, right? So you can put this in any different situation, I'm sure. But it's like, when people want to like hold you back or like keep you in your place, there's usually some form of bribery there. Like, well, you wouldn't have this if it wasn't for me, so you have to fight with me. You have to stick around and take my punishment because I have what you really want. Making a decision that it's time to be done with that, because that does not allow for balance. That does not that's an attempt to steal your power. That's an attempt to steal your joy and to steal your love. In the name of a fractured idea. Ooh, Leos. Six of Wands, Six of Cups, Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, the Death, and the Hermit. Well, right, it's that end. It's the end of the lack. It's the end of the backstabbing. It's the end of, you know, you don't get to say, you don't get to lie on my name. You don't get to dictate who I am. Like, I'm so much more than your limitations of me, and that has to end. You know, like, I need to move in a direction that's going to allow me to engage in all that I am and all that I'm meant to be. Leos. The Apocalypse. Yeah. I mean, I just kind of feel like this. Like, you're not going to make me miss out anymore. You're not going to hold me in a cycle of chaos and despair. You know, like, I'm not going to miss out on what it is that I'm called to, what it is that I know that I'm meant to do. Leos, I love y'all so much. I hope that this resonates with us. Thank you for spending some time with me. And if this did resonate, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. I will see y'all again soon.